Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I'm excited to introduce today's presentation on the theme, Swadeshi-Viksit Bharat Buildathon 2025. This is a celebration of India's self-reliant spirit and innovative growth. We'll explore how this initiative encourages young minds to develop sustainable indigenous solutions that strengthen local industries and communities. Over the course of this presentation, we'll see how technology and tradition come together to promote products, designs, and systems inspired by Indian values, yet aligned with global standards. I look forward to sharing ideas on how, through collective effort and Swadeshi innovation, we can build a future where India not only consumes technology, but also creates it, setting an inspiring example for the world. Let's walk through how promoting Swadeshi products can set us on a path toward a Viksit Bharat by 2047. First, when we focus on promoting Swadeshi products, it encourages increased local production. This means more goods are made right here in India, reducing our reliance on imports. As local production picks up, it gives a significant boost to MSMEs and startups. These are the backbone of our economy, creating innovation and entrepreneurship at the grassroots level. With more MSMEs and startups thriving, more employment opportunities are generated. This is crucial because it helps lift people out of unemployment and underemployment, especially in rural and urban areas. As employment increases, incomes in both rural and urban regions start to rise, which is fundamental for inclusive growth. Higher incomes lead to increased domestic consumption. People have more money to spend on goods and services, which further stimulates our economy. This cycle also helps us reduce our dependency on imports, as domestic production and consumption grow stronger. All of these interconnected steps ultimately lead to a more resilient and robust Indian economy. By fostering a culture of self-reliance through Swadeshi products, we are building a foundation for a Viksit Bharat, where growth is sustainable, inclusive, and driven by our own strength. Let's delve into the flow chart continued here. At the start, we see that investment in innovation and R&D is fundamental. This investment fuels the development of new technologies and strengthens our innovation ecosystem. As a result, we move towards achieving technological self-reliance, which is crucial for reducing dependence on external sources and building a resilient, self-sufficient industrial base. From there, this self-reliance drives sustainable industrial growth that is environmentally responsible and economically viable over the long term. This growth enhances our global competitiveness, enabling India to stand out in the international arena with innovative products and technologies. Ultimately, all these steps aim to create an inclusive and developed India, where development benefits everyone, and opportunities are accessible to all segments of society. And by 2047, the vision is to realize Viksit Bharat, an India that is modern, prosperous, and truly self-reliant. This flowchart underscores how strategic investments in innovation lead to a cycle of growth and development, aligning perfectly with our broader goal of transforming India into a global leader by its centenary. Let's take a moment to look at some glimpses of Swadeshi products. These products are more than just items. They represent a movement towards self-reliance and pride in our own craftsmanship. When we see these products, we see the effort, the tradition, and the innovation that goes into making them. They remind us of the importance of supporting local industries and preserving our cultural heritage. Highlighting these products connects directly to our overall theme of promoting self-sufficiency and national pride through the Swadeshi movement. It's about more than economics. It's about reclaiming our identity and empowering our communities. This slide doesn't contain enough information. That's why we're moving to the next slide. This slide doesn't contain enough information. That's why we're moving to the next slide. This slide doesn't contain enough information. That's why we're moving to the next slide. This slide doesn't contain enough information. That's why we're moving to the next slide. This slide doesn't contain enough information. That's why we're moving to the next slide. Let's take a closer look at this flow chart and understand how it all connects. When we promote Swadeshi products, we're essentially encouraging the use of goods produced within India. This boost in demand helps increase domestic production capacity, which is crucial for our economic growth. As local industries expand, they create more jobs, which in turn increases income levels across communities. This cycle of growth fuels economic circulation within India itself, reducing our dependence on imports. When income levels rise, both the government and private sector have more resources to invest in innovation, sustainability, and digital infrastructure, all vital for a modern economy. Looking ahead to 2047, the goal is to see India as a self-reliant, innovative, and globally competitive economy, what we call a Viksit Bharat. This flowchart beautifully illustrates how promoting indigenous products can set this powerful transformation in motion, aligning with our overall vision of progress and self-sufficiency. Now, let's take a closer look at this flowchart, which really helps us visualize the process we're discussing. As you can see, it starts with the initial step, which is identifying the problem or the opportunity. From there, we move into gathering data, an essential phase because good decisions are based on solid information. Once we've collected the data, the next step is analysis, where we interpret what the data is telling us. This analysis guides us toward developing potential solutions or strategies. After that, we evaluate these options, weighing their pros and cons to find the best fit. Then, we move into implementation, where we put our chosen solution into action. Finally, there's the monitoring phase, which is crucial for ensuring that our solution is effective and for making adjustments as needed. Throughout this process, each step connects logically to the next, creating a continuous cycle of improvement. This flowchart really underscores how systematic and interconnected our approach needs to be to achieve successful outcomes. It ties back to our overall theme of strategic decision-making, showing us that a clear, structured process is key to making informed and effective choices. Now, I would like to acknowledge the team behind this presentation. These slides have been prepared by the students of GHS Ranautan, which is located in the Bilaspur district of Himachal Pradesh, with the postal code 174,026. It's important to recognize their effort and dedication in putting this together. I also want to mention our guide teacher, Pavan Kumar, who is a TGT non-medical teacher. His guidance and support have been instrumental in helping us reach this stage. You can contact him at the provided phone number, 8,894,540,1302, for any further questions or clarifications. Overall, this slide signifies the collaborative effort and mentorship that has contributed to the success of this project, tying back to our overall theme of teamwork and mentorship in education.